ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back or welcome to Stephen Connor TV, home of the Stephen Connor Show. I'm your host, Stephen Connor. Today, we will be reviewing last night's episode of Monday Night Raw. Please drop your reviews down below, whether you liked it, not liked it. I've seen mixed reviews about Monday Night Raw. For the most part, it seemed like people like it, but I've seen some people who say they didn't enjoy this episode of Raw. But without further ado, let's get into today. So I have my computer here to read off what I have. So we started off Monday Night Raw with Seth freaking Rollins coming out, and he says that he will win the Royal Rumble. And not only did he say that, he's going to eliminate the OTC and CM Punk. And he talked about what champion should he pick once he wins, because he has history with both Cody Rhodes and Gunther. Because this time last year, Gunther came out with Seth Rollins as the world champion. He said, "I want to fight you at WrestleMania." So I like how they did it this year, the reverse roles. And then he also talked about how it would be, how funny it would be if he is the one to take the title from Cody this year after helping him win it at last year's Mania. Then Gunther came out and said, "All you've been doing for the last year is complaining. Where have you been? I'm the ring general. I'm the best. And I want you to face me at WrestleMania because you're not like the other ones I faced." And then Seth Rollins said that the title is synonymous with him. And Gunther said, "When I beat you, you're going to know it's synonymous with me." And then Logan Paul entered. The people who get booed the most in WWE, I know this right now, are Logan Paul, Dominic Mysterio, and the New Day. They get nuclear levels of heat. That's good right there. And then Logan Paul said he was going to enter the Rumble. Then he said that he was going to win and face Gunther at WrestleMania. And Gunther told Seth, "Never mind, I want to face you." It was an interesting segment, to say the least. I would love to see Logan Paul versus Gunther, though, personally. I think that would be a good match. I think Gunther will absolutely destroy Logan Paul, but I would like to say that. It's good for Logan Paul's arrogant self. He thinks he's the stuff while Gunther backs it up. Logan just talks the talk. Gunther backs it up. Next up, we had Sami Zayn and Punk having a backstage segment. Sami tells Punk that he accidentally hit him last week in the main event, and Seth said, "Hey, don't let it happen again." We also had a segment where Sami and Punk had a backstage segment. I want to bring this up too, where Sami told Punk, "You're right. I'm not on your level," because CM Punk told Sami that last week. He said, "I main evented WrestleMania. You didn't." And I just find that hilarious. Next up, we had the Judgment Day versus the War Raiders for the tag team titles. I'm glad, hopefully, this feud is over with. But this match was pretty solid. I'm just sick and tired of the War Raiders feuding with the Judgment Day now. I'm just sick of the Judgment Day and the tag team title scene. I really am. However, JD McDonough ended up getting injured during the match, and he persevered through the match anyway, and he put on a good performance, so shout out to him. It was a decent match, and the War Raiders won. Hopefully we get the War Raiders versus the New Day soon for the tag team titles. That's what I would like to see. Speaking of the New Day, next up we had Xavier Woods versus Rey Mysterio. When I tell y'all this match slapped, this match slapped. So, Xavier Woods came out and they made a note that his family was supposed to be there since they was in Atlanta. They weren't there yet. So he went and he had a banger of a match with Rey Mysterio. The fact that Rey Mysterio is as old as he is and still putting on bangers, still doing as good as he's doing, is so good to me. And this match hit on all cylinders. I love the heel New Day. I am so glad they turned the New Day heel. It's the greatest thing they ever did to the New Day, because they were starting to get stale and I wonder what they were going to do with them. But them turning on Big E was chef's kiss. Mwah, was brilliant, was beautiful, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Like I said, the match was good. Rey Mysterio was hitting moves that I still can't believe he can hit. Xavier Woods looked good. And then towards the end of the match, Xavier's family with Little Yachty decided to show up. And then they had the "I Hate New Day" shirt. And then eventually that cost Xavier Woods the match. I wish Xavier Woods would have won. I really do. I really wish he would have picked up the victory here. But hey, it was a good match. And like I said, the ending fits into the story. They're so bad. What they did was so wrong. And not only does Dirty Dom think they went too far, but Kofi's mom, Xavier Woods' whole family, they turned their backs on them. And they're siding with Mysterio, they're siding with Biggie, and it just grows to the heel. So how bad of a heel they are that their own families who supported their careers all the way up to this point don't even support them anymore. And also we learned that Zelina Vega has been transferred to Friday Night SmackDown. So this was her final Monday Night Raw for the foreseeable future. Then after that, we had the Sammy and Seth Rollins backstage segment that I told you about earlier, where he told Seth last week was a mistake and he didn't mean to hit him, and Seth said, "Don't let it happen again." It did happen again, just not to Seth. But then Jay Uso comes out and yeet. But Jay Uso came out and he came out with Quavo, and I noticed that almost every time a rapper appears nowadays in WWE, they appear with Jay Uso. Jay Uso, the man, and they let the Yeeting, his theme song, go on for like 5 minutes. Quavo and him was having the time of their life. Michael Cole, Pat McAfee, he stood on there and said, "I needed that after my loss at Saturday Night's Main Event." He admitted that Gunter beat him. Gunter was better that night, but he said he can beat Gunter, and he will by winning the Royal Rumble. Yeet. And then it was over after that. Him and Quavo started eating. I do want to note that I don't think Jay Uso is winning the Royal Rumble. Spoiler alert. However, if we do not let him win Money in the Bank, I'm so scared they're going to put it on Logan Paul over Jay Uso. Jay Uso should be Mr. Money in the Bank this year. He should be it. He should be it. He earned it. He earned it. And I think he will do wonderful things as Mr. Money in the Bank. Next, after that, we had Laura Valkyria, who just the first ever Intercontinental Champion for the women, say she's entering the Women's Royal Rumble. And then we had Ivy Now come, and Chad Gable said, "Oh, she's going to win the title for us. I mean, for her." And then she said that she's entering the Royal Rumble too, and she's going to throw her off, and she's going to take that title for her. And then Ivy Now said, "Oh, this is the closest either one of you are going to get to the title, because you get it, because Chad Gable was chasing the IC title all last year and the year before that, and he has yet to win it." It was hilarious to me. And then they had a segment with Alpha Academy, and they called them losers. Hopefully this leads to Otis or Tozawa. Probably Otis throwing Gable out the Rumble, and then maybe Maxine Dupree can throw out Ivy Now. Then we have Bianca and Naomi versus Liv and Raquel Rodriguez. See, I did not want Liv Morgan to be thrown into the tag title scene after winning the world title, because she did such a good job with the women's world title. That was my biggest fear. But now that she's there, that match was good, and the fact that they got the win was good, and the way they got the win too was brutal. Bianca and Naomi were on the verge of winning, but then Dominic came out to get into good graces after he tried to steal back Mommy Rhea Ripley at the premiere on Netflix, a Raw premiere on Netflix. So he came and helped them win. Raquel Rodriguez hit her finisher on the what do you call it? Oh Lord, the ring apron, and on the ring apron, it looked like it hurt. It looked like it hurt. And then Liv pinned Naomi, and they have a future women's tag team title match in the future. But like I said, that match was good, and I was worried about what they would do with Liv after this. But if they keep letting her get wins, they win the titles, it could be good. Maybe they let her win the IC title. Who knows? All I gotta say is that I like this match, and I'm glad Liv Morgan got the win, and it's making her seem like a threat to the Women's Royal Rumble this upcoming Saturday. Then we had Paul Heyman come out. Paul Heyman cut one of the best promos I've seen in a while, to me. That's my opinion. He announced that Roman Reigns was the cover for 2K25 WWE, and he said that these superstars are praying. No superstar back there is like Roman Reigns. They get on their hands and knees at night, all 29 of them, and say, "Lord Jesus, make me as good as Roman Reigns." And then Drew McIntyre music hit. And Drew McIntyre said, "You should thank me, Paul, for you being with Roman Reigns, because I won the Royal Rumble. I slayed the beast at WrestleMania. That led you to the most money you ever had in your career. The cover of WWE 2K25, the best moments of your career. And I led you to that." And then he told him, "Tell your boy that I'm going to eliminate him at the Royal Rumble." And he said, "I'll tell my tribal chief, no, CM Punk." So then after that, we had Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre. Of course, you know, Drew McIntyre is the bloodline bounty hunter right now. So after we had Drew, I'm about to set my computer here because I don't need it anymore, so I'm about to set it down. But we had Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn, and that match was good. Their matches are always good. Sami Zayn has never beaten Drew McIntyre, fun fact, and he didn't win tonight either. Sami Zayn got busted open a certain point during the match, and I was like, ooh, this match is really good. And Drew ended up sneaking a win, and he ended up putting his feet on the rope with a roll up, and then he attacked Sami after the match. But then Cody Rhodes, of all people, came out to save him, and Kevin Owens came out, and then they were double teaming him, and then Cody pushed off of Kevin, and then he started to beat up Drew. Sami ran in to hit the lunar kick on Drew. Drew moved out the way, and he hit Cody Rhodes. And it was even more funnier because Kevin Owens had the "I Love Sami" or Sami Zayn rock shirt, whatever the shirt say. Sami Zayn was, Kevin Owens was wearing it, and then once again, Sami hit someone else other than who he was trying to hit, and they brought up, oh, Sami is a presence looming on the WWE title match. So will Sami get involved with the WWE title match? Who knows? We'll find out Saturday, but it looks like that's the direction they're headed. And Kevin Owens was so happy, like, I knew you had my back. It was so funny. But then we got to the moment that really defined the night. That was the CM Punk and Cody Rhodes not stare down. Their confrontation with each other like they did last year. CM Punk interrupted Cody. He came out and told Cody, look, Cody, I understand what you're going through. 300 days into my title reign, it turned me into somebody I didn't recognize. Teasing like a heel turn for Cody. And I was like feeling it a little bit from that promo that Cody might be turning heel now. But just CM Punk was talking about how he knows what it feels like. Yeah, you're at home tonight, but you're not going to get sleep because you have the biggest match of your career looming. You're not going to get no sleep. I know what the feeling is like. He said, I'm your only real friend, Cody. He said, because I'm not going to stab you in the back. I'm going to stab you in the front. He said, because I have good news for you. At WrestleMania, someone is going to come and will relieve you of your duties and take those sleepless nights away from you. But that person is me. And then Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes and CM Punk went back and forth. Cody tried to leave the ring. CM Punk said, I'm not done yet. CM Punk tried to leave the ring. Cody Rhodes said, I'm not done yet. And then Cody Rhodes said that you're going to find out. I want you to win at WrestleMania because you're going to find out that the best in the world is no longer the best in the world. Take my money, Triple H. Take my money, Paul Levesque. Book it for WrestleMania. I want to see Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk for the WWE Undisputed title. Take my money. Take my money. And that was Raw. That was Raw. Of course, it was a bunch of celebrity appearances throughout the night. Kai Cenat confirmed he will be at the Royal Rumble. IShowSpeed will be there. So this was a good go-home Rumble show for Raw, and I cannot wait for SmackDown. This week, you're going to have a video from me talking about how I like the 3-hour expansion of SmackDown for the tag team division on SmackDown. You'll have my you'll have my Royal Rumble predictions. And you also might get a video from me reviewing Wolfman. I just saw the Wolfman, and I might review it on here. So you let me know what you want to see. And until next time, y'all, Steven Conner out. Be good people. Peace.